Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me bring in the main guest for tonight. The boss himself.
It's a bit weird to sit on the other side
Yes.
and don't have the control over the stream. I think during the stream I will push my buttons and try to change the scenes, but
No,
it's not my stream. I'm the guest.
you are the guest
It feels
today.
good.
Yeah.
Relaxing. Yeah.
And the good thing is, I will ask you about all the music. Always first. You will have the first word.
Always first.
Always. That's the rule.
Oh. Oh.
And I give my comments after. But it's
Okay.
it's the show for the guests.
Your show, your rules.
Yes. Okay. Let's see who is online with us. Let's see. I see a few names from the German channel. Hey guys, where are the international people here? Okay, at least a few guys. I hope we
Are only German people, we can speak German.
No way. No. Impossible. I hope we also have some girls with us. Because techno is not only for boys. Right? Okay, let's... Before we start with the first track, Björn, how was your week?
Relaxing. I'm a bit in a holiday mood already.
Ooh.
Because it's the end of the year, and everything is come down, and so I had a relaxing week. But I need it. I really need to come down a bit because this year was insane year.
Another insane year.
Yeah, but this
In a long row.
this year was really fucking insane. Yeah. So I yesterday I was in Phantasialand. It's a theme park
I remember Phantasialand.
in Germany.
Yeah.
You know Phantasialand, yes. I was there with my little son, and it was totally different to all the times I was there before, because to go there with a 4-year-old child, you can't drive crazy roller coasters.
No way. No.
So only those stupid things where you go so. But he had a lot of fun in the Ghost Richka, the Chinese
yeah.
ghost coaster.
Do
Yeah.
they still have the silver mine? My children love the silver mine.
No, it's burned down a few years
Oh.
ago. Yeah, they had a big fire there and it burned down.
Sad.
Yeah.
Because this
But
was
everything was like a Christmas market. Everything was totally illuminated with thousands of small lights, and they had snow there. There was on the rooftops, there were cannons, and the cannons are spitting foam. But it was like snow.
like snow. Okay.
Yeah, and a big Feuerwerk. I don't know the English word.
Fireworks.
Fireworks. Yeah, at the finale. Yeah, it was nice.
Ah. Actually, here in Malta, where I live, it's basically it's like 20 degrees during the day, and nights are like 15, 16. But the whole island is full of Christmas stuff at the moment.
Really?
It's really colorful, and you see a lot of plastic snowmans everywhere. I mean, they never saw snow anyway, but full, basic snowmans everywhere. Okay,
And we bought today our Christmas tree.
yeah,
Yes.
when my children were small, of course, that was something the father had to do. The father was going out with the children and to choose the right tree. And the mother was making all the nice stuff.
You did it in the old school way, so you go with a chainsaw in the wood and cut it by yourself, or do you bought it at a Baumarkt?
Bought it at the Baumarkt, of course. But for the children, it was always a very important moment. Yeah. It was nice. Actually, it was nice. Super nice. So, everyone is here. Let's hear some music, I would say.
Yes, I'm curious about the music today.
I see. There are no points in the English feedback stream, right?
I think we will launch the points on the global feedback stream in a few weeks, but we have to build up our bot again, and I think in the next year you can collect points.
Have you?
But not yet.
By the way, have you seen the news that ChatGPT was basically lying to people and wanted to run away to a different server? ChatGPT found a document where a scientist wrote about deleting ChatGPT. And the team was speaking with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT was lying and trying to find a way out. I can send you the article.
It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. I just saw another video on YouTube about artificial intelligence, and there were two KI bots talking to each other, and they are speaking about human intelligence, and they making fun about us. They talking about those guys with those flesh brains, meat brains, and totally crazy. Yeah, they're making fun about us.
I'm pretty sure it will be a very interesting time coming up.
Yeah, Skynet is coming.
I mean, I would like to have my own assistant anyway, like here in my studio, who is cleaning up, making all the cables. I will tell him, I want a bass line that sounds like me, and then the assistant has to do it. And then I say, no, this bass line is
patch
shit.
Or just theoretical, or he is patching
No,
the cables.
of course I want a robot here, right?
Yeah, why not?
Because the robot can clean. I mean,
but
nice.
I think it's more cheaper to get kits.
No, my kids, no, they didn't clean my studio. They made more chaos every time. No way. Okay, let's see what people wrote. Yeah, let's start with the music. I hope you guys
I think let's start.
Send in some cool tracks.
Yeah, you must send me the link now.
Okay. You didn't get the email with...
No, you have to send me the link. I'm a guest. I do nothing. Just listening to music.
Okay. Then, one moment. I send it on WhatsApp, right? It's
WhatsApp?
okay for you? It's okay for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, here are...
Oh, all
of them.
All of them.
So you know.
Okay,
so let's change.
I will mute myself.
Change the screen. Yeah, mute yourself, please. I mute myself as well. For everyone, this is the first track called Shiver from Sempasa. You can also see on the analyzer the stereo field, the frequency separation, and the level. So I have no choice about the tracks. I got 8 tracks sent to me. they were chosen randomly by a bot, I think. So I will go through all the 8 tracks with you together. So let's start. Björn is already muted, I think. Yes. So I press play. Oi, 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 oi. That was a nice intro here. So, my dear wonderful guest, what do you think of this beautiful piece of music?
First, it's a premiere. It's my first English language track feedback
Ever.
I've ever made. Yeah. It's a bit funny that the chat is joking about us or about our Denglish. But there was no jokes last week when Raffaele was in the stream about Italian English. So please calm down. We are from Germany, so we are speaking with a German accent, more or less.
And actually, people love our accent outside of Germany.
Yeah. And Alessio, I want to listen to your English. Alrizo, he is a bit what's in wait. He's a bit cheeky because he's my cousin.
Family business.
But back to the feedback.
Yes.
I think it's a great techno cut. But there are a lot of there's a lot of things you can change in your track. First was the kick could use more transient. The kick was too boomy in the low end, and the transients feels too clicky. There was no punch, just boom. And so the whole low end was weak because there was only woo, and there was no punch. But I'm really like the hypnotic sequence. That works really well. The percussions was nice too. Perfect vibe. But I think the breaks feel a bit random. So there was a kick drum going out and come back, going out and come back. But it was totally random. I don't think it's necessary to do this, because if you mute the kick and come with the kick again in the track, there must be something happen. Well, you have to drop another hi-hat or a clap. It's always a tool to introduce other sounds in your track. Do it randomly, it's too. For me, it didn't work. Then there was a synth shot at 3 minutes. I really like this synth shots, but it came only in 2 times. Why? Was really strong. Great surprise. And after this synth shots, the track loses me. So the main sequence needed more modulation, and after 3 minutes, the track was too boring for me. But all in all, a solid track.
Yes.
But more modulation on the sequence, more punch in the kick drum, more transient in the kick, and maybe you can work out those really nice synth shots that came in at 3 minutes.
What a feedback. Perfect. You almost,
my first English feedback.
Really good. Really nice. Okay, from my side, I was wondering, did you heard that the lowest the bass line was only on one side of the spectrum?
No, I didn't notice that.
Okay. No, it was the low end, like around 100 to 200, was only on one side, and you could clearly see it on the spectrum, on the analyzer. It was a little bit strange, to be honest.
That's strange. The bassline have to be mono.
Yes, or at least mostly centered. Actually, I'm starting to experiment with stereo bass set, but probably not in in techno music, more in my own weird stuff. Okay, this bass line on the side was a little bit strange. Yeah, I was also almost sad that this nice little sound came only 2 times, this ear candy. Please, more of this.
Yeah, it was insane sound.
Yeah, was really nice. Yeah, and a little bit more modulation. And that's it. I think the track itself was really working. I could see myself like in a warehouse type of place with a lot of fog and strobo light and simply super loud sound like this. I mean, this was really remembering to the old good times when techno was fresh. It's still nice, but it's not so fresh anymore. But it's still nice.
Please work out the kick drum.
Yes. And the bass line.
I think you will really getting problems in a club with this kick, and I don't think that a mastering engineer could work it out in a way that it will work after the mastering, because there is missing the punch. You need there was only boom, no punch.
Yeah, for me,
you can
as a mastering
you
engineer,
you can try it with the compressor, but my advice is change the kick drum. Don't try to fix the kick drum with mixdown tools. Just choose another kick. Yeah. You are not married with the kick drum. You can choose another one.
You can choose another one. Totally, like this is the best option. Still, because I'm a mastering engineer and I'm getting sometimes tracks like that. It's possible to use tools like Spiff or where you can simply increase or create transients in a certain frequency area. So I could introduce exactly at the kick drum a transient out of the kick drum. It's possible, but of course, the better kick drum is a better kick drum. No question, right?
Okay. Don't do crazy things with kick drums. If you are not a pro, just choose a normal standard kick drum, like a 909 kick or a good sounding techno kick drum, and from there you can learn more about how to process kick drums. An often seen mistake from new producers, beginner producers, are to do too much crazy stuff with kick drum and low end. Try to be basic at the beginning, and from there you can going step by step to do it more crazy or define. Yeah.
But Björn,
it's my philosophy.
Did you notice, especially like in Gabba and super hardcore, they mainly work with the kick drum and they change the kick drum all the time. It's like 4 bars this kick drum, then comes another kick drum, then comes this kick drum.
Yeah, but
that's a different
style. To be honest, I think they have one sample pack with Gabba kick drums volume 1, and those kick drums will used since 20 years, and they work with those kick drums.
I see. I think the creator of the track is in the chat. Hi, it's my track. It's my own personal account right now. Yes, I get you with the breaks. I guess that's where my fader cut addiction may came through a bit too much. Thank you guys for the feedback. Was a pleasure from us. Well, I would say we simply jump into the next track. This was actually a nice techno opener.
Good start, right? Yeah, nice techno.
Yeah. Was a good opener.
Respect of the kick drum.
Okay, the next one. I love. Everyone who knows me knows this is the way how a cat looks when he is the boss.
Oh wait, I have to.
Can you see? I love the picture. I mean, my cat is doing the same, and especially my cat loves techno as well. And
the track is from my cousin.
Oh, who was making fun of you?
Yeah.
Let's be
very
critical.
talented. He's gifted. He makes music since years.
Oh,
and he's very young. And I think 5 years ago, I gave him some speakers.
Oh,
I don't need them, and
so
I gave
you have
him
them.
speakers.
Okay.
I think he has for his birthday present or something. Yeah. And he's making music since years now, and releasing music, I think, only on SoundCloud. No, or I don't. He has an album on Spotify, but I think he do it self-distributed. I think he should go the way and try to send it to labels and do it more professional, because he can. So now I'm curious what he's sending, because sometimes I don't like what he do. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Yeah.
Okay.
And he still uses those speakers.
Let's get into family business then.
Yeah. Alessio.
Okay, so I mute myself. Please, Björn, mute yourself, and let's jump into the track.
Listen very carefully.
Okay. Super interesting. The first track was missing a transient, and here we probably had a little bit too much of the transient. And the first track has a lot of stereo information, and this one is almost mono. So now I'm really curious. Björn, what can you say?
To make it short, I don't like it. It's to be honest, you did much more better tracks than this one. I telling you what I'm writing on my Notizen. There was on the beginning a strange sound effect in the offbeat, and honestly, it sounded like an MP3 fragment to me, like a fractal noise. Then there was a synth sound. For me, it sounds totally cheap for my taste. Maybe just me, but all those sounds in the tracks came very random. It was more like a collage with different sounds from different sample packs, but not sounding like I call those tracks sample pushing, sample schubsen. If you have some sample packs and you put them in your DAW here and here and here and throw it in your track, like a Fisher Price keyboard with funny sounds. Sorry, that was my feeling. You can hear the fun and the experimentation, but it don't sound like a complete piece of art or track for me. There was missing, maybe as an example, there was missing reverb and depth on the sounds. So every sound was sounding completely different, like a sample. There was not one filter, one glue that putting everything together. And there was some crazy breaks at 140 that totally took me out of the flow. It didn't make sense for me, this break. It was, when I was on a dance floor and listening to this, I would think the DJ is drunk. Yeah. I know he try now to doing more hard groove stuff, and they are using those samples, but try to use granular FX, try to use more short delays, and just use one sound and try to put an effect on the sound, and maybe you modulate the delay time and dry wet. Short delay time, longer, dry wet, and back to wet, dry. Same with reverbs. And don't try to use so many different sounds. So the listener can focus on maybe one or two sounds at the same time. But if you giving the listener so many different sounds from different worlds, he can't understand it. It makes you crazy. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
It's not my cup of tea. Really, no. Too random. Too random, no depth, and like a Fisher Price keyboard with crazy sounds. The duck, the sheep.
I mean,
the airplane,
for me,
the doorbell.
I thought he has a bit of humor.
Yes, I can hear the fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay. Like from the perspective of a track for the dance floor, this was not working at all. It feels hollow. The whole mixdown is not sitting. The track was almost mono. There was no room. Totally dry. Everything. The kick drum was probably a little bit too loud because the other sounds. Yeah, well, it was not sitting. What's sitting well? Still, I think he had some humor here, and for this,
humor in music, you can. It's not. We are not in a Disney movie.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that the track.
Cartoon.
But on the other side, I remember scenes or moments back in the days where, at the time when there were after hours, and after the after hour came the after hour. And maybe on...
If you feel like you are living in a cartoon and feel like Goofy, then you are understanding cartoon sounds in the track.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes I somehow woke up in a club like on a Tuesday, and then there was this kind of super dry techno played by guys who were not sleeping for 4 or 5 days. I remember this kind of sound, so there are some memories. I will not go into this memories of the past. I think let's jump into the next one. Let's jump into the next one.
I think the bandwidth is very narrow of people who understand sound like this.
It was, anyway, still fun. But maybe because I have strange memories. Okay.
Sorry, Alessio. Next time.
Alessio, you did your job. It's fine. It's fine. It's anyway. Technically, it was not working for me as well. But I was smiling. I thought, this is shit in a good way. And for that, thumbs up. Okay, so...
Everybody is so curious about your analyzer. Me too. When I see it the first time, I write Robert a WhatsApp. What's the name of the analyzer?
It's from Flux Audio. Flux analyzer. It runs on a separate app outside. You start it, and it's connected directly to the output of the sound card. And it's nice. It's basically nice because you see a lot of information in one window. Practically, I don't use Analyzer too much. It's just sometimes when I'm really curious and I want to check if what I'm hearing is also probably what an analyzer could show me, then I start this one. But I think for our stream, this is a nice tool, because you see
I will try
problems
this
directly. You can see, especially stereo problems. I mean, it's showing everything through the whole spectrum, right? That's nice.
Yeah, maybe I will try this in our German streams too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try it. So the next one, Jules, Underground Sirens, Ozone Test Master.
Oh,
why the heck you write how you made the mastering into the name of the track?
Yeah, it's like a quality label.
No, it's definitely not.
For some people it is, like the
Really?
BPM. Like BPM or stuff like this, yeah. I never would think about to write stuff in my track title for the public. For myself, yes, why not? Pre-master with ozone, with limiter or what?
Yeah, but not as a track title. I mean, is this because the artist is not sure about the sound, so he can hide behind, oh, this was just made by by Ozone?
It feels a bit unsecure.
Yeah, very. And this is sad.
Yeah.
Don't like love what you do, and you simply do the best you can, and that's it. Fine. Be proud of this. Don't
Yes.
write Ozone Test Master, and don't send this to a label as a demo. No way. Don't do this. Okay, let's jump into it. Now I'm curious. Now this. So now I'm curious.
Now we are listening exactly to the mastering.
Yes, 100%. Let's go.
Straight from the underground.
Whoa, this is a difficult one. First, I would say there is no underground anymore, because the day when social media was invented, every artist wants to be seen and to be heard, and every artist wants to have a #1 on Beatport. There is no underground anymore.
No, that's not true. Not every artist. And I believe there is still underground. Secret raves and people who are doing music because they like to doing music. There is underground. But you don't know.
Oh, then
you don't go to secret raves in Cologne anymore because you are not 20 years old anymore.
Okay, there are.
But there is.
There are? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then
there still are underground
that gives me hope, because this track is like 100% the opposite of anything that has to do with underground.
If everybody would know about the underground, it would not be underground.
Yeah, exactly.
Anymore. That's a paradox, but there is underground.
That's what I meant with social media.
I'm an underground artist. I do underground music. There are not a lot of people who knows my music, so it's not mainstream. It's underground. I don't play on mainstream parties. So
yeah, that's okay. Did I told you I'm just a side information here for all the guys in Germany? I'm booked for the next May Day in Oberhausen, and I will play as Rob Acid. They simply
this is not an underground party.
They booked me again after exactly 30 years.
Nice.
I was playing there 30 years ago, and will be there again. And I will play some underground.
But I think Mayday is or was still a kind of underground.
I mean, they're all anyway. Our techno music, all these subgenres, this is just niche. This is so
it's niche.
tiny. It's so niche.
Mainstream.
Anyway. Okay, but
go to Spotify and compare the monthly listeners from maybe US rapper with very, very famous techno artists from Germany or UK.
You cannot compare them. Then the numbers are just...
it's still underground, but more or less there are people who are very
Dortmund,
focused
yeah,
on
Dortmund, I
marketing
see.
and on to use social media to get more gigs and followers. Yes, but there are also still clubs and DJs and producers. They are not so much into social media. Like I was in a club in Germany, Tresor West. It's not the Tresor in Berlin. It's a Tresor in the Ruhrpott, Ruhr area in Germany. And it really feels like an underground club. It was nice vibe. They don't overusing social media. There are not allowed cameras. The people are putting a sticker on your phone. It feels like a cool underground vibey party. And in Cologne, there are not every weekend, but I think once a month there are secret raves in old warehouses, in old caves, and they're doing parties there without any authority. And I would call this underground.
I mean, I know there are a lot of collectives coming up right now that simply creating their own parties and with their own music and don't care about all the social media. So that gives me hope that our music will get new or different vibes. We need something. Oh, okay.
There is a range between using social media to promote yourself and overusing social media to promote everything you have. But every artist have to decide by himself how he is using marketing and what he like to do for marketing purposes.
Yeah, purpose. Okay, let's.
Okay, but let's go to the track.
To the track, yeah.
Let's go to the track. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's the track's fault using the word, the sample underground all
underground
the time.
sirens. For me, it sounds like GTA. You are busted.
Okay. Maybe he's playing GTA then.
Here we go. Warning, warning. This was too much, a lot of sirens. And somebody write in the chat, I think something has found a siren sample library. And a siren is not a musical instrument. You can use a siren as a sound effects, FX. But if you have only sound FX in your tracks, like a siren, there is missing the musical stuff. So again, all those samples thrown in random in the arrangement. Here and there was no connection between those siren sounds. I think he tried to do something like a call and response, but not in a good way. And then there was this vocal. I forget what he was saying, and it was very, very generic. I don't like those generic hip hop style vocals, shout out vocals. But maybe it's my own taste. Then there was a constant clap on the 2 and the 4.
A snare,
it's a bit
actually.
Snare,
way
snare
too loud
with gated
snare.
reverb. Yeah, very. And the snare was very tight with the kick transient. So every second and fourth kick, you lose a bit energy because the snare layering the transient from the kick. Not so good. And honestly, if you have some paranoid dancers on the dance floor and you are throwing this piece of music in the club, I think they will run away because they, they are thinking there's a police is in the club. It feels more like an alarm, a never-ending alarm. I, I, I feel that you can use a siren in a break to give something energy and say, yeah, I'm here and it's a break, but not the whole track full with every sirens you can imagine. No. How I said, it's not a musical instrument. But
Yeah.
there was some cool stuff in the track. It sounds very full at the beginning, but also very digital. There was a break beat in the break. That was cool. The track has a kind of electro vibe. I like this electro vibe. Yeah. And I noticed that the sirens were hit on every one in the track. And that was a bit sluggish.
The track was not working for me at all. Like I thought,
Yeah.
I don't want to be mean here. It sounded horrible. Also from the so-called mastering, like just technically speaking, Ozone was pushed to the max because the sounds were so weak and not sitting well. So he tried to push it as much as he could. Probably it was sounding very harsh, and then at the same time empty because it was not really filled up the right way. So a lot of overlapping frequencies everywhere. If the producer had a lot of fun,
psychosis.
if the producer had a lot of fun doing this, it's fine. I personally cannot see the track released on a label because he's probably, from my point of view, that the producer is not ready yet. But that's my personal opinion. I hope the producer is with us here. At least
I'm not sure.
He was proud to send it in, so that's cool. The track didn't work for me, and I don't want to say any bad words because it really didn't work. And I was listening to this on my main monitors, and I thought, why?
Yeah, those alarm sounds are...
Yes, they were too much.
But let's go back to the idea. If you are inspired by alarm sounds and sirens, don't use 20 different sirens in one track. Just use one synth who is sounding like a siren, like Richie Hawtin as Plastic Man did it in some tracks. Like one siren sound that is going stronger and stronger, and then there's a phaser on it or a flanger, and it's like a screw in your head. Then you can use something like a siren as if you are inspired by those sounds. But I think if you are inspired by sounds like maybe a machine or an engine or a siren or some sounds in your daily environment, try to not just sample this sound and put it on a track. Try to find the character, why this sound is inspiring you, and then go to a synthesizer and work those quintessence out of the sounds. So if you are inspired by sirens, don't sample siren sounds. Build a kind of a siren sound in a synthesizer with a sine wave. Or I think this could work much more better in a techno track.
I think if he would make the track just 2 minutes long and push it and put it on Spotify, it would work in certain playlists. It's not working in the club. No way. Probably on Spotify on some, I don't know, synthwave playlists maybe. If it's just for 2 minutes or 1.5 minutes. Because I heard this kind of stuff on some playlist and I was, anyway, like, not sure this is right, but there is a place for this kind of music. Really, there is a place for this. So the track was simply too long. Okay, but that's my point of view, right? Where to send the tracks for the community is the question here from Quito. I think SINEE is posting the link always, right? Where to send the tracks. How to send the tracks in. Because guys, I'm just getting an email with all the tracks. I have no power. I'm just getting the tracks, and this is cool because I don't know what is coming. So it's a surprise for me every Friday here.
On this link, you will find every information about the stream and where you can send tracks. And next Friday there will be a stream with Robert and I'm not 100% sure, but I think LUIGI Madonna will join your stream on next Friday.
The producer that made a masterclass, right?
Yes, he did a masterclass on SINEE. We released it a few weeks ago, and he will join the stream next week. Yeah. And on Tuesday on our German channel, we have Chris Liebing as a guest.
Oh. Because Björn,
I'm a bit nervous.
Björn released or is releasing 2 EPs on Chris Liebing's
CLR, yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. The first in January and the second, I think, in April. Yeah. I'm very honored to release on CLR. Yeah.
Stream people, let's applaud for Björn for this achievement, because I mean, this if you do techno, this is an achievement. Okay, I would say we simply jump into the next one. This could be nice, interesting. Okay, so the artist is called Screws. The track is called Gifts.
Short names first.
Interesting. Let's jump into this. I'm still like confused about underground and sirens and
sirens. You still have sirens in your head. Then you have to go to a doctor. If you go to a doctor and say I have sirens in my head.
Yeah. I think it would be. That's. I mean, 2 months ago,
you have tinnitus.
Two months ago, I was playing together with my friend Mark Romboy in Kiev, in Ukraine. And I just imagined if I would play a track with a lot of sirens, and this was we were playing open air. If I would play a track like this, I don't know. I was playing nice music. Because people,
no sirens, better.
No sirens. People needed some music to feel good. To be honest. Okay, let's jump into the track. Let's jump into the track. something played. So this, for me, this beside that something else started to play, this track was super interesting. I thought to myself, like, okay, the kick was not really working, a little bit boomy, technically, right? But this sequence and the sound and the texture of this synth was somehow hypnotizing. I don't like. It was really interesting. I thought, cool. This is techno.
Yes.
But Björn, tell me.
Yeah, this was a real techno tool. I like it. I loved the dark low end, super solid. The groove is great, and I'm really into the movement of the bass line. The bass line had a little glide or something like this, and that gave the track a lot of movement in the low end, but not too much. It was groovy and really techno. It's not so easy to build low ends like this. And the next feedback I will give here is more what I would think when it was my track and I sitting in front of the DHW. And what I would change. The synth sequence sometimes clashed with the kick. I try to produce my synth sequences that they don't emphasize the 1, 2, 3, or 4, the heavy downbeat. Especially when it has a lot of transient in it, because for me it's just my my feeling. It brings the kick grooves a bit out of control. It makes the kick wonky. If you have a synth sequence that emphasizes the 2 or the 3 or the 4 and are exactly on the same position than the kick is, it brings the kick a bit down. It's clashed. And the kick is drowning away. So I try to don't do this. I try to avoid putting sequences on the heavy downbeats. I really digging into those wet sounds. I like those. Brings a lot of depth into the track.
They were really a feature. Really nice.
Yeah. And I really into those wild claps. They were nice. They was nice. It brings a lot of energy to the track. And I was totally into the underground vibe. But I feel the hi-hats was a bit too 909-ish. For my taste. Too loud and too 909-ish. I like 909 hats. But especially the open hat feels a bit too long. I think the drums could be a bit snappier.
But they had a lot of transients, and it was kind of very sharp in the high end.
Sharp in the high end, too loud. I think it was too loud, and too long. So it was not snappy. The wide work was cool, and the track sometimes had a jammy feeling. It feels a bit like a jam, because wide comes in, comes out. There was a
but he was basically making sure that it's not boring, because it's one loop, and then he constantly made some nice variations. I thought this is cool, and
it's a feature. It's not a critic that it was a bit jammy. I like it. Mm-hmm.
And
I like it.
For me, and probably even the best part, and people who know me know that I'm not a fan of breaks. The break here was surprisingly nice, and it sounded great. And I was hoping to get more of this strange sound.
There was
the break
strange atmospheric sounds.
Yeah, the break was
Bit
cool
of
here.
sci-fi vibe. I
Yes.
also like the break. Yeah.
The sounds. I don't know if the artist is with us. Please tell me what instrument did you use, because the texture was so nice. Super interesting.
I have one thing to say, and
Yeah.
then I'm
Yeah.
finished my feedback. One of the most important things in tracks like these are groove, and it had groove,
Yes.
strong groove. So I'm going for it. Like it. Yeah. But what my feedback was really my personal opinion. When I'm sitting on a DHW, I would do stuff different. Yeah.
She comment. Did Robert just said he likes the break? I am dreaming. Sometimes a break can be cool, and this was cool. Sorry, but this was cool. Really. Like I thought, fuck, this is good. And I'm really a critic of especially long breaks, with long breakdowns with no reason. Or let's say it this way. Doing breakdowns just because other people do breakdowns with no reason or no real intention makes no sense.
Yeah, there's a breakdown epidemic in electronic music.
Yeah, anyway.
I think a few years ago. If you're doing a track, and maybe it feels like if you're doing a track without a break and you want to render it, to bounce it, the DHW tell you, no, you can't render it. You have to put a break in your music.
Is this able?
I do a break. Bong. No, the break is not long enough. You have to.
It will come with the AI.
Maybe some people are using DHWs with those features. I'm not sure.
This break was nice. Not too long, interesting sounds, and going back, and somehow this track was so serious in a good way, where I was somehow fascinated by somehow something was fascinating in this track. I have no idea. Man, I love breaks. Yeah, you can love breaks how much you want. I mean, I like ambient.
Or what, like cats?
And I like cats. And I like, especially at the moment, because I'm working on a next dub techno album, I like dub music with a ton of delays. Like the track should be drowning in delays. I love this. And I'm not smoking. I'm not a weed guy, but I'm totally into dub music at the moment. Okay.
I have a question to the chat and the people who are viewing our stream. Please write a 1 in the chat if you are not speaking German language. I just want to know, I'm interested about how many not German people are looking this stream. Yeah.
That could
be nice to know.
Yes. So please tell us if you are not German speaking. Please write.
Just write a 1.
A 1.
Like this. 1.
Tracy.
Really
Hello, Tracy.
Hello, Tracy. There are some
MCX. Okay. Yeah, because this is the one of the ideas to make this track feedback available for non-Germans, right? That's why we do
a lot
this.
of people asking us, when do you starting to produce content in English?
So here we are. Okay, there are a few.
Yeah, but Ghostface, you are
yes.
just writing German
Ghostface.
a few minutes ago, not
Ghostface, Polska. Yeah, I'm born in Poland, so we can. My Polish is not so good.
near Washington. Nice.
Yeah, Björn, I told you we need to make more advertising to bring in people from all around the world
Yes,
to the
we
stream.
do. Let's do a meeting next week together with our team, how we can push the stream to the world.
South
South
Africa,
African here.
perfect.
Crazy.
I was playing in Cape Town last year. Was super nice. So the people were so nice. Yeah. I loved it. Espanol, perfect. So we have a little bit of international crowd here with us.
Nice.
I like it.
And just join our global Discord server.
Croatia, yes.
We have a global Discord server where you can connect with other producers, where you can get track feedback from Robert and me and other people, doing nerd talk, posting memes, and
It's free for everyone.
it's free.
And expect
I
me
will
if I
posting
do
the
a
link
feedback.
in the
I'm
chat in a few minutes.
I'm very honest, like very honest. So don't be surprised.
Yes,
About some,
I'm a bit more friendly.
yes, you are the friendly guy. I'm simply Robert, mean, dark, and honest. That's the way.
I'm also honest but friendly.
Okay.
Next track?
Next track. Let's see what we got.
And I will post the link to the Discord server.
Yes, yeah. Invite the people.
Just come to our Discord. Oh, that's not correct. That was not a link. So. Hä? Let's go to the next.
Track. Yeah, and
Yeah, I don't know what's
people,
happening
please make some advertising for this stream, and bring in your friends, bring in your producer friends, and let's get them roasted by me or some of my great guests that I have here every weekend. If I'm not on the road myself for playing my sets, then if I'm here on a Friday, I will do the stream. And please, yes, house tracks are allowed, not just techno. Please, guys, bring in everything what you want. Make our stream more colorful. We love techno, but like I said, I'm totally into dub music, and I do house music as well. So please bring us some more colorful styles. Even breakbeats, drum bass. I'm open to everything that makes fun.
I don't know how to copy the link from the Discord. It's
Really?
crazy. It didn't work. Maybe you can.
Okay,
do it.
I can try.
If I copy it, there is a. It's not the link.
Really?
No.
Let's see.
It's
People
just this.
in-
It's hidden.
Ah,
Use the
yeah. I see it.
copy
Versteckt.
button.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's so maybe Fafi need to try something. I got the same.
I think we are without mods today. We
Oh,
are on your own.
I saw Torge for a moment.
Yeah, but he's gone. He
He's
just say
gone.
hello and gone.
People,
I'll just
okay.
skip to the next track. I will.
Let's,
I will
yeah.
try.
So yeah, like I said, bring in your friends, your colleagues. Bring in some interesting music. Every style is allowed, almost. But don't be surprised if I don't like it. But please send everything in. Okay, let's jump into the next one. I think I saw this this producer in the Discord chat. Right? Okay, let's play and see what's going on here. was a little bit too long, but I enjoyed this one a lot. So funky, so fresh in a way, and old school at the same time. Super cool sound design. Yeah, and the funkiness. I love swing anyway. Just straight 16s are so boring. This was funky. I think I saw this especially this track already in the Discord chat, Discord server. And I said as well that I really like it. And I said the high end is a little bit too sharp for my taste. This is sad because the rest of the track was so nice. And
we gave him feedback on I gave him feedback on another track today on the Discord, and I recognize he has a own style.
Yeah, cool. I like this one. Really, it was the way how he also introduced little variations, totally funky. Like he has the funk. Nice. Like 2 thumbs up from my side. Okay, I want basically my guest should bring in the feedback, but I love this one. So I like this one. Please, Björn.
I like it too. Super cool groove. I love this kinds of tracks. If you like those style, you really try Schlaer, Alarico, or Clint. Clint is doing amazing music at the moment, and he has an own label, Cowboy, and the first release hit the Beatpots charts in Raw Hypnotic, and one track is sticking there since weeks. Really, Clint is doing amazing music, and it's a Schlaer and Alarico established this funky, dark, groovy music. Some people will put it in the hard groove case, but not for me. It's groove, but not those percussion tribal hard groove like Lars Husmann or Ben Sims. Really, Robert, check Schlaer, Alarico, Clint.
If there's more of this, I'm
there's
in.
a lot of
Super.
more of those stuff. Cool labels who are pushing those music forward at the moment with crazy granular glitch sounds and really, really creative.
This gives me hope.
I will send you a few links.
Yeah,
after the
please.
stream, and you have to listen. You will love it.
This is cool. Yeah.
What stands out here is that the sounds are done right. Not as in the tracks before with the sirens or from my cousin. Maybe he is using samples, but they've got texture and a cohesive vibe. Everything feels like it belong together. There was a glue in the sounds. It feels like one. I like those mystical, twisted vibe. And I really dig into those noisy textures. There was some sounds, there sounds like a vinyl crackle, glitch sounds, really nice. Also the synth drones and those atmospheric, mystic sounds were very on point. Everything flows in this track. Cool breaks, cool sounds.
Yeah, cool breaks as well. Yes.
Yeah, so, and it sounds really like underground basement techno. It would perfectly fit on Planet Rhythm or labels like this. I'm sure if he will send his tracks to labels, like to techno labels, he will get a release. But over time, it starts to lose me, maybe because it's too long. But that's the tricky part. If you are producing music, to keep the attention of the listeners, to stay minimal, but maintaining the interests. Yeah, it's hard to say for me. It's not easy to do English track feedbacks. Yeah, by the end it loses me. Maybe he can try to have a segment in the track where it's just the kick drum and the groove, and then everything is slowly rebuilding again. There are some tracks from Clint. He's doing this perfect to building everything up, and then you have only kick drum and just hi-hat and rolls and rolling and rolling, and keep you engaging.
For me,
but nice track. Really, I really like it. I really like it. It's just ideas. Just ideas. It's not a critic. It's just an idea. Yeah, maybe how you can push it more forward, but you can take it as it is, leave it as it is, and it's perfect. Yeah.
For me, it was inspiring and gives me hope that techno is still able to bring. I was really missing the funkiness in techno, and because most of these sounds for me personally are so stiff these days, these one pattern loops, and if this with the swing on and the groove and constantly changing and bringing this little breaks here and there and yeah, simply like break the brain inside. I like this. I like when music has this. It's cool.
Yeah, Alarico and Schler, they have a
cool
project, and they call it Funk Assault.
Super. I need to check this out.
Yeah, really.
Really.
Yeah,
cool.
we did a masterclass with
Super.
Danny Rabbit. He's also doing music like those, like Schler and Alarico. Yeah.
Okay.
And we will have a few masterclasses with producers from Mutual Rhythm in the next year. Mutual Rhythm is a label who is pushing also forward those housey techno. A lot of people call it hard groove, but Marco, he's doing the label Mutual Rhythm. He always tell me, I don't like when people say we are a hard groove label, because it is not hard groove, but it has the label hard groove. A lot of people call fast techno hard groove nowadays, but yeah, it's the same with Schranz. When people start to say Schranz to hard techno.
I mean, these are simply just some names. In the end, music counts. And if the music is good, I don't care how they call it.
I don't go with this. I think we humans need to categorize things. If we don't do this, we can't live in our environment. If you see a tree, every tree looks different, but you categorize it as a tree. Imagine every tree has its own name.
Yeah, but
it's
look,
not possible.
Look,
you have, and if you listen to music, if you are a listener, you need to know where you can search what you like. If you go on Spotify and there would no genres, no styles, no playlist, where you want
would be difficult.
To start. If you go to a record shop and they have 30,000 records there, but not sorted in any way, how you can find music what you like. So it's very important to categorize music and.
Yeah,
but
okay.
As a producer, you don't have to put yourself in those rules, but you can use it as a tool. It's not rules, only tools. It's my
like technically you are totally right. But let's say from my side, if people ask me and they get to know me, and they ask me, what kind of style or what kind of music are you doing? And my answer is I do Babicz style because it's simply impossible, because I simply go through all the styles that I like.
But you are categorized in some in some genres on Beatport and Spotify as well.
Yeah, the people put me in some categories. Yeah, of course. But I personally like
there very well. So you don't doing hard techno or hardcore.
Sometimes I do.
Yeah.
It's questionable. Okay, I accept this. That's no problem. But I personally think we need more. Let's do it this way. Back in the old days, when in the old days, you could recognize an artist just by the sound. Like every artist was kind of a unique in the beginning of techno. You could go into a club. You don't know the lineup. You go onto the club. You listen. You are on the dance floor, and you know which artist was playing because you could recognize it by the sound. These days, you have these categories, and you cannot. All the artists sounds the same in this category. Yeah, this is how it feels for me. Like let's say we go to a hard groove party, and then everything sounds the same. You don't know which artist is playing.
People want this. People don't want to go on a party and have their music styles they don't appreciate, they don't like. If I want to look a horror movie, I don't want to viewing 10 Western movies in advance before I can see the horror movie. People, I think one of the main things why techno is working is because people know what they can expect from the evening. They go there and they don't want surprises. They want to be in this loophole, dancing, and everything what is distracting them from this loophole, pushing them out of this state of mind.
No, probably you misunderstood me. What I meant was that the artist itself had a certain sound. I don't mean like the style. Okay, it's inside the style. Let's say inside the style of acid techno. You could recognize every artist by the way how he was producing.
Yeah, sure.
It was all acid, right? And Rob Acid, me, was sounding different than Hard Floor.
Yeah.
It was still acid.
It's the same now. If you listen to a track from Temudo or Norbak or Clint or Alarico, you will recognize their own sound, their own style, but it's fast, modern, groovy techno. I think it's one of the main features of an artist to have his own sound, and it's not different nowadays. It's more important than back in 20 years because you have to build your own sound. Otherwise, nobody will remembering you and book you because you are. Everybody can change you. Yeah.
True.
But for people,
maybe
it's
I need
always good
to hear some more modern underground techno.
Believe me, there are a lot of great music and
this.
artists at the moment. You have to dig them. Yeah. And some people are. I have translate the word for Schubladendenken. It's the German word. The English word for it is pigeonholes. Pigeonholes. yeah, it's an English word for Schubladendenken, because Quinto say Schubladendenken. Pigeonholes is maybe not the best choice of words for categorize music, because pigeonholes are prejudice. If you say an artist, every artist are taking drugs. This is a pigeonhole. To categorize music, it's not the same. It's you have some wait. Some patterns, some rules, and sometimes, often, cultural stuff who is connected to music.
Of course.
There's culture. In some genres, there's also the culture, not only the music and the rules, there is the culture connected to it. So
For sure.
genres are much more than just put music in categorize. And if you don't do this, music would be very isolated by itself. So humans need to categorize things, music, everything around us. It's really, really important.
Yeah, but okay. I'm fully with you. And this was not my question. My question, or what I said was, I think, or maybe I need to listen to some tracks or artists that you are into. That for me, it seems to be a problem when I'm listening to. Probably I'm listening to the wrong stuff. If I'm listening to some DJ sets, it sounds, for me, I cannot. It sounds the same. Like every track that comes next sounds the same like the one before, and I cannot hear the different artists, the different techniques, the different sounds, the different textures. It sounds like they try to copy themselves all the time.
And this of course happens. If you go to the peak time techno charts, you will feel this. Everybody is copying each other, and now it happens also with techno. So a lot of people are trying to produce music like Schler and Alarico because they like it, and then they want to produce music like this. And it's always happened when stuff is working and getting a fan base. Yeah. Same happened with punk or dark wave or metal or death metal or hardcore, or people like what other people do, and then they want to do it. They feel inspired by it and also do it. But of course, you need to deploy your own sound as an artist.
Yeah, this is what I say.
Within a
Exactly.
category.
Yeah, you can be in your little tiny category. That's totally fine. What I say is I miss the variety and the uniqueness of the artist, of their production technique. But probably it's simply a critic of everyone is using Ableton and everyone is using the same plugins and everyone is using
maybe
the same sample packs, and that's the reason why everything sounds the same.
Everybody is able to do it because it's more like a hobby, and they are making music, and maybe it's not so easy to develop your own sound.
But you need to.
You must go full into an artist mind, and there are producers. They are not thinking like an artist, and this is not a critic. It's normal. They have a normal work. After work they having a good time in Ableton and doing some random stuff and having fun.
Of course, as a hobby, it's totally fine.
Yeah. And you can't.
But an artist should really invent something, his own vision of the world into his music. I mean, that's the reason why they are artists. Artists need to invent new stuff, new ways of doing things, breaking rules, doing this different, bringing new colors. just repeating what's already there is boring. But that's my personal view. And let's listen to some more music, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice talk. It's much more difficult to have this talk in
In
English,
English, yeah.
but they're getting warm.
You get nice. And I think your English is pretty nice.
Next week I will give English lessons.
Good. No, your English is pretty good. I mean, my English is. I mean, I live it now in Malta since 5 years, and yeah, my English is okay. I understand the people and I can talk.
And if we talk about music production, it's easy, but if we have to talk about politics or maybe baking cakes, I would struggle.
Yes.
I don't know any baking vocabulary.
And actually, also something I'm missing is to discuss. Somehow we lost we lost the art of discussion. It's totally okay, Björn, if you have a complete different view on things than me.
Sure.
That means probably I can learn from you and you can learn from me just by having different views on things. And that's cool. And we need more of these discussions. We need to listen to each other and accept if somebody has a different view on things, he's not your enemy. He just have a different view. And
you have to try to having his view, the opponent's view. Not just try to see the view of each other and not only your own view.
And that's
to listen.
Yeah, this is something very important.
Also to try to see his perspective. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people lose this ability nowadays.
Yes, and we need more of this. And
more consent.
Straight to the next track, because this is funny. AK5 Finn self-mastered.
Self-mastered.
And
with
every track of mine is mastered by me anyway. So I could write self-mastered to every track that I ever did. It's funny. So okay,
let's go.
Well, let's jump into it.
I will leave for 2 minutes now.
Okay. That's a difficult one.
Yeah, it goes in the same direction like the track before. Also, I recognize those vibe, those groove. It's a style I hear a lot on Beatport at the moment. But maybe you give your feedback first.
Okay. Maybe because why I say this one was a difficult one. I liked the tempo. I liked the bass line. This kind of rolling groove. This was so cool. I liked it. But the main sequence sound was simply just boring. Like doom 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 doom. Yeah, and this was going on for all the minutes, and he didn't bring in any more. Like it was a bit. Yeah, I was hoping that the track starts to bloom and do some crazy stuff like the track before that we really liked. It was missing here. And probably a little bit too long as well. I've
tried to.
Yes.
I write the same here. Compared to the previous track, this one feels a bit boring to me. It's the same vibe, syncopated sounds, dark groove, nice tiny hi-hats. But the sound from the producer before was more crazy, more experiment, more. There was more experimentation on it, more crazy sound designs, and I think this track also need more weirdness.
Yes.
The synth itself was not bad. It feels a bit nervous for me sometimes. I would use not so many notes. More syncopated but less notes. It feels like more like a sequence, like a hypnotic techno sequence. But it was for me too nervous. And the track, maybe you have the same feeling, feels a bit muffled.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
There was missing a bit of high-end content, like
true.
A pad or some.
I mean, he had some rights,
like
but they were also quite muffled, kind of muffled, yeah. And the sound in general was kind of low. I didn't like the lead sound here, the main sound.
Yeah, the lead sound
was not mine.
Too basic.
Yeah.
And it was not a sound for a whole track. You need more.
True. Yeah.
Did I say that there is a huge vinyl packet out now?
Oh, yeah. Let's do some advertising for your next work or your recent.
Yes.
It's show us what you have.
Three LPs, three 12 inches in a package. It's a remix album from my album. It's on Nachtstrom. It came in a big gatefold. Yes.
Nice one.
Björn standing in the woods. It was so fucking cold at this day we did the shooting. But it was fun. And there are a lot of great artists remixing tracks from my album. D-Funk, it's Alexander Kowalski. Denise Rabe, Kolpos, LAKEJ, Oxygeno, PWCCA, great artist releasing music on Mord. and warm up. Alex Beat from the community, he did a remix contest and he won the remix contest. Kike Pravda, really great artist. Orbe, Oliver Russemann, Mark Fenger, Michael Lauriola, and Christian Lipke, also from the community. So really a huge remix package, and I really like the look of the vinyl. It's
nice.
a nice blue. But yeah, let's check it. You can order it on
Is it still
Bandcamp.
available? Yeah, you have some copies left?
We have some copies left, yeah, but not so much. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I think I have on SINEE.de you will find maybe 10 copies now, and there are a few copies on Bandcamp or on DJ.de.
Cool.
Let's
Guys,
post the
check
link
this
here.
out. Check this out. I didn't heard it yet, but I trust Björn on this. Should be good.
Great remixes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a huge project for me this year to release my album and getting all those remixes. And yeah, it's cool to be back in the scene as a producer, not as a DJ, because I would like to play more, but I get a lot of requests and I say, no, I don't want to play this. Maybe it sounds arrogant. Arrogant, is it an English word?
Yeah, arrogant. Yeah, arrogant.
Arrogant. But
Yes.
I don't want to play on hard techno parties. I don't want.
Okay.
So if I get a request and it's a hard techno party where only DJs are playing 155 BPM upward, I don't want to play there. Because my sound don't fit into this party. And the crowd don't want to hear my music. They don't understand it. And I don't want to play hard techno. So I always ask the promoter, are you playing music faster than 145, 46, 47 BPM? And if yes, I'm not sure if I fit there. Of course, there is a development in the evening, and maybe it starts with groovy techno around 135 BPM and getting faster. But on Saturday, I had a gig, and the promoter told me in advance, Björn, you can come. We will after we had a conversion. There will be no hard techno on this party. And I say, okay, I come. I looking forward to the gig, and I played there. And the DJ before me did a good job, and then I had a really great set. I really enjoy it. The people enjoy it, and there was a good vibe, cool people. I know some people personally, so it was a nice evening. And I give the DJ after me a full dance floor. The dance floor was full, the vibe was nice, and I stopped with 141 BPM. And to be honest, I don't care about BPM. It was not my. I never think about it, because when I was an active DJ, there was a little range of BPM, maybe between 130 and 135, and not between 140 and 175. Yeah. And the DJ after me, he just dropped into the party with TikTok hard techno 160 BPM, and I have to leave the party, and nobody was dancing anymore.
Oh.
In 2 minutes, the dance floor was totally empty, and the whole crowd left the club, and that was so sad, because I really like to stay there a few minutes more, having a Jägermeister and a chat with some people, but the vibe was totally broken. And I only want to play on parties where I can have fun.
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm back in the scene with producing music in the studio, because here I have a lot of fun. And I really choose the gigs I like to play. Yeah.
Yeah, my next a little bit self-advertising here. If somebody is from Switzerland, especially from Zurich, I'm playing at Hive on the 21st December in Zurich. Hive Club is a pretty known place. If you want to listen to my sound and I'm playing as a live act, go to the Hive Club on the 21st December with me, and my friend Mark Romboy is also playing. And
Nice.
we do the whole night. And you know what? I spoke with we made a little joke. I spoke with my agent, with my booking agent, and we are now offering back to back Robert Babicz versus Rob Acid. So the promoter can book two
You're playing back
artists
to.
for the price of
So
one.
you get a double fee?
I try. Why not? Yeah, whole night. Okay, let's simply jump into the next.
next track,
probably
yeah,
the
I'm
last,
curious.
right? Are we through it?
I have two.
It's already
two
a
tracks
long-
here. Next is Tilicho.
Let's see. Okay, then the last two tracks. Okay, and then we are through it. Oh, it's a long stream today. We need to get a bit faster. Okay, let's see. I would say I press play. I want to hear some music. Interesting tracks today. Some of them were really cool. Some of them were. But I got inspired. Maybe after the stream, I need to make music myself. First, I'm happy we have some female producer in our feedback stream. That's actually nice. We need more.
Yes.
For the track itself, I would say well produced. Very, very tool. I see it as a tool, as a DJ tool. Like something, could as well be a little bit shorter. Everything, I mean, it was on time. Like here a break, a little here, like a bit more. Just the main sound, because it was not changing, not modulating, nothing. Almost good. Almost good. The problem for me with the main sound was because it was also jumping around in the stereo field. The stereo, the center channel was basically just the drums, and then it was empty up there because the main sound was jumping left and right all the time. Yeah. Missed opportunity here for me personally, but the track was well produced. Everything, like in my headphone, every sound had its place. The mixdown was kind of working, but I'm this kind of style is I'm not so much into this anymore. So I need to ask Björn here. Seems I'm sucked away in my dub techno universe. What do you think on this one?
Yeah. I changed my mind during the track. In the first 2 minutes, I had another opinion on this. Then in the last half of the track. First things first, perfect low end. Absolutely my thing. I love it. Really, I like the low end. I totally in it. Then I really love this metal synth. It's awesome. It's my vibe. I'm not 100% with the rhythm. It's not my taste. I would try another rhythm, but I still can get lost in it. It has something. Then there was a ride. The ride needs louder. Rides must pushed in this style of techno. You can really bring it more up to into the front. And then there was some delay breaks on the main synth, but then the main synth starts to get boring because it's a bit too present after a while. I think this is a problem. This main synth is too static and present all the time. And it could have benefit from maybe filters, stuff like this. There was delay automation on it. It was good, but I think you need to do more filter stuff on it. Or maybe it needs a contra sound, something else, because it was dun 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 dun, and after a while the delay wasn't enough to keep it dynamic. The main problem for me, the main sound get overused after a while. It shows up too often without enough variation to keep it.
But if you see this as a tool, I can see DJs with, let's say, 4 decks playing like different kind of tracks together, and then the DJ is creating a new track out of this 2-3 tracks.
Sure.
So sometimes it's nice that a track is not too full. But here, okay, the low end was on point. It was very punchy. So, but the main sound was all the time running. If the main sound would go on a walk for
Yeah,
you
maybe
know.
a polyrhythm sequence. On my CLR-EP, the third track has also a main synth that is from the start till the end in the track there. But it's on every hit a bit different and getting more weird, getting less weird. So it's more like a screw. And I think this makes the sound not to get too overused. Like a hammer on a metal hits every time the same bang, dang, like in a factory. Okay, industrial techno is using those static, not so dynamic sounds, but in another way. Maybe it was a bit too loud also in the mix. And it has a lack of dense or depth. I think if you use a reverb, a short reverb, maybe a mono reverb with an equalizer, cutting out the highs, cutting out the lows, like a tunnel verb, putting on this sound, it gets more depth and flies. Here's the sound, and the reverb makes like going. Stuff like this could make this sound more interesting. I would experiment with this. But I know those sounds. In the first time you hear those sounds and think, oh yeah, it's nice. And then you put it in a track and then you overuse it. And after 2 hours of producing this track, you don't feel this sound anymore. Yeah. Difficult. I think the main problem is overusing this main sound with not using a lot of variations. Sometimes put the notes on a different position to surprise the listener.
Or simply make cut holes. Just delete some of the notes.
Delete. Yeah,
just
delete.
make holes. Sometimes
and
just
make a contour.
Yeah.
Do this. Use the sound. Put it an octave lower or 2 octaves lower with a weird filter chorus on it, and try to use kind of call and response stuff or yeah. It feels like you have a loop and stretch it in Ableton over 6 minutes.
Yeah, that's the problem here.
Yeah.
Because the rest was actually quite nice.
Yes.
Really sitting groove, low end, kick, bass. Just this main sound, probably too much. Of this. Let's jump in the final track of tonight because time is running. And just jump into the one because today it's kind of a techno stream here. It's a techno stream.
Yeah, it's a SINEE Global channel. It's more techno.
Interesting. Okay, let's. Björn, you need to send me some cool. I need to investigate a little bit into techno.
I will send you some names.
Modern techno. Really.
I will send you some names, and then you can go on your own journey.
Okay. Let's jump in. Oi, 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 oi. This was the master in resonances and the master in ultra much low end. Sadly, it was a bit too much low end here, like too much. And these resonances were very painful in my head. Let's say it this way.
It sounds a bit that you are singing this.
Yes,
We could do a feedback stream where we are singing our
we
feedbacks.
can
sing-along.
sing. The thing is, it was my kind of tempo. I like this slow, weird shit that is fucking up your mind. That's totally mine. The problem here was it's this pheeping sounds were basically random, and the low end was too much. So there was not much space between to do some weird stuff with the brain. I really like music that is slowly like going into your brain and doing weird stuff with your thoughts. And after, when the track is ready, you sit there with like, I love this. But this track didn't do it too much. And sadly, the mixdown was not on. Yeah, it was having really problems here, but I loved it. It was a perfect closing track. I mean, if you want to clean up the club, like, okay, guys, go home, play this track. Perfect. Go home. He needs to bring like okay, I'm not into vocals in techno tracks. Techno should be without vocals, but here, like in the break, go home. So
There was a track from Green Velvet, Abduction, where he is talking about an alien abduction. Yeah. And it reminds me on an alien sound.
I have a few releases with this kind of mood.
I like the vibe, super trippy. And I have my notice here, and I have to translate them and yeah, it's difficult. I really like the percussions in the middle of the track. Honestly, I think they could come a bit earlier. They was surprising and bring a lot of movement to the track. But you come in earlier with this to keep things more engaging from the start. The kick had a cool snapback FX. You hear it? It had a like yeah. I like it, but it gave me the feeling that I want to nudge the record on a turntable always a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I like because it's so experimental. It has a very down tempo, those bleepy alien sounds. It's cool, but it's not on point. It's not perfect. But keep on going on this style and do stuff like this. But try to. I have to wait. Try to paint it with a fine brush. More accurate. Yeah. And of course, what Robert is saying with mixdown problems. Yeah.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
Because
It sounds more like a first try of a style experiment. Go deeper with this style. Yeah.
Because the direction is nice. The direction is
okay,
nice.
yeah.
It's nice. Just the resonances were painful. The low end was simply too much, like too much. But anyway, we made it. We had some cool tracks, some medium tracks, some questionable tracks.
Yeah. But
So-
all in all, it was a nice stream.
Yes.
It was a bit, but it's for me, it's hard to speak English so long. My brain now feels like
Are you
8 hours
toasted?
of work in an Excel sheet.
Oh, you are toasted.
I'm toasted, totally toasted. Yeah.
Then let's bring in the poll and let the people choose what they like to hear. So, do you have the link for the poll?
No.
Oh,
You are the host, not me.
I'm okay. Yeah. Okay, let me check my emails.
Puffy, don't send me this email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm the guest.
But do I mean, I got the poll. I got the link. Is this the right link? Okay, let me give you the link. Is this the right link? You see, we need to be a little bit more.
Send it to WhatsApp.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but Robert get more confident on this. And yes, this is the right link.
Okay.
And in, I think, 2 or 3 streams, this stream was perfect. No technical issues.
Yeah. True. Everything
Was
was
good. You have a good host and moderator. Moderator? Moderator.
Thank you very much.
Is this a word for moderator?
Yeah, you can say this.
Moderator.
So, hey, everyone, please vote for the best track of tonight. The
I
very
will
best
vote.
one. The very best one.
Just-
Which one is the best one?
Just play all tracks again
Okay,
in the listening view,
Yes. Okay.
so we can remember. I remember.
No, listening here.
Thanks
Okay.
for your feedback and my great English.
Okay, let's just. I simply play every track a few seconds. Well, actually, nice. No, it was nice. There's some
Yeah, it was
yeah, nice.
really, really good collection of music.
Yes. Actually,
Great techno vibe.
So, who is the...
Who is winning? Scrooves Gifts is heading. Nice.
Okay, so...
Yeah, the people say they are voting already. I could try something from here to reset. No, then I reset everything.
No, that's
votes now.
not...
No, I can't do it now. But we have a winner, I think.
It looks like...
Not the moderator.
Come on, I give you...
Not the moderator.
I am putting on my alarm, my clock.
Puffy is saying, clear your browser cache, please.
Ah. Okay, I put the timer on 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And in 3 minutes, I will stay over. Just with this exactly voice. So be aware what I say in 3 minutes. And then the winner gets 1 Gummi point.
Hey, he gets a coupon.
Oh, really? You see,
Yeah,
the last stream, the winner didn't get anything. He was just the winner. So please
But you
inform
can
me.
give every winner a coupon for our shop for 25 euros.
Okay, that's cool.
Just
because
has to send us a message.
because
with
there
a
are some
screenshot.
nice products for that price, actually, I think, right? Because sale and stuff.
Yes, you always find stuff for 25 euros on SINEE.
1 minute and 50 seconds. 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Counting down.
Grafzahl. 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're getting closer.
But there are no voices, no votes.
1 minute and 20 seconds.
Vote.
Vote for your favorite track of the night. 1 minute and 10 seconds. Oh, now it's getting very, very close. If something is changing, we will see it. We will see if things change.
I think we have a winner.
50 seconds. Now we do this 3 minutes. Maybe somebody is still voting in the background. Aha, you see, things changed.
There
I
are
saw
still
it.
come in some votes.
There are some votes. We are 30 seconds. 30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
20 seconds. 25,
Oh,
25, 25,
insane.
25, 20. And we go. Let's see. Come on, guys, vote. The last 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over. It's over. So.
Wait.
Dum. Oh, you see my alarm timer? Stop. It's over. We have a clear winner. Screws with Gifts was the track of the day. And Björn have had A
A party hat.
A party hat.
Yes.
Can you see it? This is unique. You never saw Björn with this kind of hat in your life.
Yeah. But next time we do an incognito stream.
So, congratulations to Screws.
I'm incognito.
Björn is incognito. Björn is now from the mafia, from gangster.
Yes. Roberto.
Yes. So, no, I'm the Commodore guy tonight.
The Commodore.
Commodore C64. Run and enter. Yeah, Screws win. Screws write to sign that you won. You get.
Make a screenshot from your SoundCloud, so we can check that you are the right guy.
Exactly. And yeah, congratulations, Björn. It was nice to have you as a guest. You're good. Yeah, it was nice. Your feedbacks are always very on point.
Thank you.
It's nice to work with you.
Thank
And I have to investigate into some modern techno. It seems.
I sent you some names.
Yeah, I saw it. I will. Yeah, and for everyone who's missing Rob Acid, I'm playing in Dortmund, Westfalenhalle, Mayday, in March. And I wish everyone...
March? In May. Mayday is on the 1st May.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mayday. You're right.
It's
I
not
thought
March
it's
Day.
March. No, then March was a different booking. Mayday. Right.
Mayday is March.
Mayday. The thing is, they gave me like 1 hour and 20 minutes playtime.
Nice. Maybe I will come.
It's not enough, but
maybe I will visit the Mayday this year. Maybe.
Actually, the lineup is pretty nice. I can send you the lineup. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, really. So thanks everyone. It was a nice stream having you. All the best. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, wir sind raus. Dauer genau 3 Stunden und 8 Sekunden, ey. Krass.
Arr.
Jetzt bist du Pirat.